But hey, listen, I'm on my way up to my horse thing that I do in the mornings. I'm listening to some music and some funny stuff, and I was just thinking about, I just figured I'd ask you guys, what are you listening to, like, on a regular basis? Whether it's music or talk radio or podcasts or, whatever it is. Because I noticed that the songs that I listen to on the radio, I know most of the words, and I'm singing it like at the top of my lungs in my car, because who cares? I'm in my car. And when I'm singing these songs, I am happy. It's not joy, because joy can come even when you're sad. You can find, there can be things that are joy. I call them joy spottings. But I notice that my mood, my spirit, my everything, I feel energized, I feel alive, and things like that to this particular type of music. If I am feeling, they used to call it repressed, but if I'm feeling like there's emotions in me that I can't get out, then I will listen to music that changes my mood to more melancholy or sad or things like that, so I actually can express the mood coming out of me. I can cry. I'm postmenopausal, and according to my doctors, all my lab values are postmenopausal, but I've been having, sorry if this is TMI, but I've been having bleeding for like 10 days. Well, now 11 days. So I did go to the doctor yesterday, but I noticed before I went to the doctor in the morning, I was at the horses, and I could just feel some sadness or something, some scaredness, some different things, because they say that if you have bleeding after menopause, it can be a sign of cancer. And so my brain, which loves me, wants to protect me, but is very creative, my brain automatically said, oh my gosh, I've got cancer. This is terrible. I'm not going to be able to do my horses. I feel like everything was going so smoothly, and now what? So I had to force myself to take some deep breaths, and I put on some music that gives my emotions, I like allowing my emotions to come out. And it was just the horses around. There were no other people around. I love it. It's peaceful, and I can just be myself, So anyway, I just wanted to just kind of poke at you and see, what are you listening to? And then when you're listening to whatever you normally listen to, that your brain is on automatic automatic pilot, this is what I do every day, this is my routine, blah, 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 I'm in the car, I do this, at home I do this, I'm doing dishes, I do this, I do yard work, I do this. Whatever it is that you're listening to, just stop for a minute and see, what kind of emotions are you having as you're listening to some things. When I am sometimes I'll get in these stretches where I'm just mad at everything, like mad at the world, mad at everything, mad at people are stupid, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll look at it and go, Tam, what have you been listening to lately? What has your brain been drawn to lately that might be causing your thoughts to change and then leading to feelings that are not so good? Because if you're miserable all the time, miserable feeling all the time, something's going on. And so I was kind of taking a look at that, and sometimes if I'm getting in that irritable, snappy, whatever kind of mood, it ends up that I'm listening to some kind of news radio or talk radio or podcasts that are, angry. I mean, there's a lot to be angry at in this country, yes, but I don't have to listen to it all day, and I don't have to ever listen to it to know that there's some stuff that's going on that really needs to change. So, anyway, just check yourself. Who are you listening to? What are you listening to? What do you need to listen to more of? What do you need to listen to less of? When I really need to think, like if I am auditing, because what I do is for a regular job is I do auditing, and if I'm auditing a really difficult case and I really need to think, then I'll put on like classical music, which mellows my brain out. It doesn't have words. I don't have to follow along. There's no storyline to follow, and I can actually concentrate on the auditing itself. So anyway, happy Thursday. It can be a happy Thursday if you want it to be. You can be happy and mourn the absence of your estranged child at the same time. We are complex beings. We are allowed to have as many emotions at a time as possible if we want to. Which kind of sounds weird, but just like, okay, if you have a loved one who suffered from a disease for a long time, a chronic disease that was debilitating and painful, and they suffered for a long, long time. I mean, whatever a long time is to you, and whatever age they are, and then they died. You can be grieving the loss of that person, and you can celebrate the fact that they are not in any pain anymore. So we can have multiple emotions at one time. We can carry them at one time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But today I did want to mention that it's important to analyze, what you're looking at, what you're listening to, what kind of music you're taking in, and then check your emotions and see what they're doing for you. If you need to feel angry, if you feel like you just can't get angry about whatever situation that you're going through, and then listening maybe to some angry music, some heavy music, maybe that you listened to when you were younger, put some of that on. Or if you need to feel sad, feel sad. If you need to feel joyful, then put some music on that makes you belt out all the lyrics. And it doesn't matter what decade it's from. Pick a decade, whatever your favorite music is. Usually it's going to be the kind of music that is played back when you were in high school. The good old days before you became a parent or spouse or partner or whatever, before you had children. Usually that music kind of resonates with you along the lines of sadness / melancholy I was having yesterday, because I did see the doctor. She said it was probably just a period, but she's running labs, and I have to go back for a biopsy June 10th, I think. So when I took my shower, I took a shower last night because it's been so hot. I get sweaty and dirty, and I just passed up horses. So I got to turn around. Pay attention, Tam. So in that vein, I started listening to that band called America, and it was like the one with the horses, Horse with No Name song. It might have been the same album cover, but I started listening. Anyway, that music gave me the mood that I was experiencing, and I could resonate with it, and it helped me. It helped me through it. You have to feel it. You have to feel whatever the feeling is. You have to let it go through you. Kind of like if you ate an 8 and never pooped. I know it's graphic, but if you didn't poop, you'd be constipated. If you experience things and you have emotions and you decide not to feel them, you're going to be emotionally constipated. So figure out what it is you need to express that emotion in a healthy way, to feel that emotion in a healthy way. Understand it's going to pass. Whatever that emotion is a chemical reaction in your body in response to a situation, and in response to the thoughts that you have about that situation, and it will pass. But do feel those emotions. Figure out what